you feel stuck in one position or you get lost every time chords change, then this video is for you. Just give me 10 minutes of your time and I'm gonna help you fix it instantly. Imagine you're playing with the band and then you're playing a song. What a beautiful name it is. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my King. And then the band leader tells you, we're moving to the key of D flat. Where's D flat? I used to be in that place. I believe some of you are like that. But something changed. I learned a particular method and it changed my approach. So that when we're just playing the song, the name of Jesus Christ, my King, so beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my King. Beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my. Woo. So this is exactly what I'm going to show you. And the reason why a lot of you cannot play this is because you're missing out on something very critical. And if you have been feeling lost, this is one of the reasons why. It is because you are always thinking about a lot of stuff. The moment we're talking about changing different key, like we begin to think about, all those theoretical concepts, the whole picture in our head becomes overwhelming. And then as a result, it translates to us being lazy and we don't know how to go about it on the guitar. So I want you to stop thinking like that because it is the reason why you're remaining in that box. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to use the major scale to explain this concept to you. The major scale, I believe you know how to play it, and if you don't, please skip this video or check how to play it in my comment section or the description. So instead of playing the major scale like this, I want you to think of this as a piano player. How a piano player plays do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. They play it horizontally. This is what it's going to look like. Mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Let's do it together. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. Can you see? Now, the moment you begin to think like this, you begin to see possibilities. When I discovered this next thing, it opened my mind to another level. This thing that we played as notes can actually be played as chords, and that's what we did. And in order for us to understand how to play these chords, I want you to take note of this formula. The 1, 4, and 5, they are played as major chords. The 2, 3, and the 6, they are played as minor chords. So if you put that together, the 1, this is the major chord that will play it as the C major chord. We said the 2 is minor, that's the D minor chord. The 3 we said is minor, E minor. The 4, which is your F, is F major. Then the 5 is G major. Then the 6 is A minor. The 7 is usually played as a diminished. Then back to the 1, which is your major. Make sure you don't skip this step because it is one of the most important and it is why a lot of people are lost. So follow me carefully. All right. So we practice this. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. You can still use the shape and do. Now somebody might be asking, how did you come about all of this? It uses a simple method. I'm not going to dwell on it, but this is what it looks like. It's called the whole step, half step, whole step, and half step. I know it sounds like magic, but this is what I mean. From C to D is a whole step. From D to E is a whole step. But from E to F is a half step. Then from F to G is a whole step. From G to A is a whole step. From A to B is a whole step. And from B to C is a whole step. Why is this important? Because what we are going to use it for is to interpret or derive other major scales, meaning that we can go to any starting point and begin the formula. So what this means is that I can pick any note here. We are on the 5th string, by the way. I can pick any note and then I can interpret and apply that formula again. So if we are doing the whole step formula, when we start from here as our starting point, so we have from here is your do, from here is then whole step, from here is a whole step, then half step, then after here is whole step, then we have another whole step, then another whole step, then half step. If it's a lot for you, just calm down because this is the secret that I've been waiting to tell you. Now that you understand this, the next process is going to be seamless and easy for you. So what we are going to do is to start playing a simple chord progression. So 1, then where's the 5? 6. A simple chord progression. So it's 1, 5, and 6. So if you remember our chords, we're going to plug our chord. 1, 5 is a major, then 6 is a minor. Makes sense, right? Now, here's where it gets interesting. Do you notice that we're traveling every time? 1, 5, we're coming down here, and 6. We don't have to do that every time. So how about we learn how to play it somewhere else so that we stop traveling? We divide the work. So instead of playing the whole thing by traveling, how about we do the 1 here, and then we play the 5 above the 1, and then the 6. All right, so it's going to look like this: 1, 5, and 6. So if we play it in chord form, 1 using this shape, we'll play our 5 using this shape, and then the 6 using this shape. Can you see? Make sure you're with your guitar and practice along so that you don't miss a step. Now, this is the final step and it's going to blow your mind. All right, are you ready? Now that we understand this concept of moving from using numbers 1, 5, 6 and all of that, if we want to play this same chord progression in another key, all we have to do is to look for the starting point, which is the 1. So let's imagine that our starting point is D. So remember, our 1 is always major. We put the shape. Remember, we said we can play our 5 above it. So all we have to do is to play this shape immediately above, directly above our 1, which is our 5. Oh, makes sense. And then the 6, we just move 2 steps, 5 and 6. So we have, this is now in the key of D. We were actually playing in the key of C, 1, 5 and 6, but we interpreted the same thing in the key of D. Makes sense. So in order to be sure that you understand this, let's do it together. Let's play in the key of E. So the first thing is for us to go to look for our E on the 5th string. Then the 1, remember the shape is major, so we plug it in and play 1. Remember we said that the 5 can be played above the 1, so this is our 5. So we plug in this shape, which is the 5 is major, we plug it in, and the 6 is minor. So we have 1. So we are playing this chord progression in different keys. So we have C, in D, in E, and that is how to play in different keys. If you've watched this video to this point, it means that you want to go deeper and you've understood to this point. I've created a course that teaches how to play in different keys, to go in depth. Remember, this is just a video, but in that one, I broke down everything step by step so that you don't miss anything. So if you want to get that course, just use the link below to purchase it. If this is your first time coming to this channel, please kindly leave a like, subscribe, hit the notifications so that you watch more videos like this when next I put them up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.